Plus, kids in DCFS care shackled or forced to sleep in state offices. Now, an emergency order leading to change.
2 foster kids with no criminal report unnecessarily shackled on a recent transport. It's a story you saw first here on CBS 2.
Now a judge is ordering change within the Department of Children and Family Services. CBS 2's Chris Tye was at today's hearing and looks at the underlying issues.
DCFS is in crisis.
The Department of Children and Family Services, in charge of keeping kids safe, is taking fire from multiple directions.
One thing is that they've affirmatively put out there that they're not going to be using shackles or mechanical restraints.
This rule change, stemming from a court hearing just today, comes just days after CBS 2 first told you about 2 children placed in shackles last month on DCFS orders as they were transported from this facility to a new home. Today's hearing provided a progress report also on the DCFS office in McHenry County that handled the A.J. Friend case. In that Woodstock office, have things gotten better or worse since the A.J. Friend case?
They've fluctuated, but they're very much worse now.
And new details of a 10-year-old girl in the midst of a psychological crisis, forced to spend 2 nights inside DCFS's South Side office building.
DCFS knew that she needed to be hospitalized, and instead she sat in an office for 30 hours, while high-level DCFS management were informed of the situation and didn't have the sense to have that child taken to the hospital.
Of note, there were no punishments or sanctions handed down to DCFS today, who, by the way, denied our request for an interview.
The underlying concerns about all of this are that there's not enough placements for these kids. There's just not enough resources. So instances that we've seen with the handcuffs, shackles, kids being moved from places, kids spending nights in office buildings when they shouldn't be.
Staffing so low, some caseworkers handling 60 more kids a year than they're supposed to, leaving crucial parts of the job undone.
Ask the questions, do the interviews, and assess the child's safety in a meaningful way, or we're going to have another tragedy.
Chris Tye, CBS 2 News.